The next area of law I'd like to talk about is the criminal law. Boy, when you talk about criminal law, that is really off the wall and all over the place. And what I mean by that, in criminal law you can have everything from murder to a petty misdemeanor traffic ticket to burglary, theft, and everything in between. But in that conglomeration of different types of criminal law, or different types of crime, there are sometimes a couple of concepts that I think are important and that are most commonly used. They are, was there probable cause for the stop, normally in an automobile accident, and or was there probable cause to conduct a search? They both kind of generate in the same arenas and the same reasoning, and that's why I'm going to cover that very briefly in this video. Was there probable cause to stop a vehicle? What a court will do is they will look at what the police officer observed and place themselves in the police officer's shoes. The easiest is always automobiles. If you're suspecting a DWI, what the judge is going to be looking for is, was the driver of that vehicle driving in a fashion that caused some type of suspicion to the police officer. For instance, nowadays almost all the police officers, even in this rural area of Minnesota, have video cameras. And in doing that, the judge actually gets to see exactly what the police officer was seeing at the time of the arrest. I had an interesting case a few months ago where a police officer claimed that my client had crossed center line numerous times and had hit the fog line. Well, when we observed the tape, what he didn't tell the judge, by the way, we are in a small area, so the judge knew the road, but the police officer didn't tell the judge that this was a curvy, hilly road, and that he actually touched the fog line more often than my client. The case was dismissed because that was not a sign under these circumstances that my client was driving while under the influence. Was there probable cause for the stop? Probable cause for the search is much the same. Is a police officer, if he's going to a judge, presents a case to the judge in writing, and then the judge issues a search warrant. Now that's a great way of doing a check and balance between the judiciary and the executive branches, the judiciary checking to make sure that the law enforcement is giving the defendant all of his constitutional rights. The third area is probable cause for the arrest. Does the police officer have enough evidence, at least initially, to conclude that the defendant was guilty of a crime? In a nutshell, that's a summary of the areas of law that I look at. The last thing, and one of the most important things that I find in doing criminal law, is invariably a defendant will try to talk himself out of the problem. Trust me, that's an incredible mistake. Exercise your right to remain silent and let law enforcement prove their case by evidence that you don't provide, that's provided to them. Exercise your right to remain silent. Now once again, what may happen is after you listen to this, you scroll down and read some of the comments and some of the statutes I have. You might say, I have some questions. There are 3 ways to contact us. Number 1, contact us. Number 2, there's a provision that says legal research. And 3, ask Ron. Go to those sites, ask, and I will get back to you and see if we can provide some additional information that you might need. Once again, thank you and good luck as you're looking through this website for information that may assist you.